What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Brother Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews put out a video about just pearly things in her podcast that she has with Brittany Renner. Now, I want to offer my take on the situation. You can go ahead and watch his video, but there is a video called the BYG Network. I don't know what this network is about, but they have put, Brittany Renner, you have some of the other sisters in Just Pearly Things, and you have, from what I can see, 3 black women. And then there's Just Pearly Things, who is, obviously, in my honest opinion, shares some elements of racism. I guess it's supposed to be the answer for It Is What It Is, Come and Talk to Me with Cam Newton and Mace, something like that, okay? So with Brittany Renner, who is ridiculously emotional, and with Just Pearly Things, who's completely on the right, it's hell in a handbasket quick, all right? You're just going to notice that as the situation. And so I'm thinking that the reason why this was created was because what they want to do is they're trying to probably get picked up on a very big deal, like a sports betting agency, try to sign like a $50 million deal, something like that, and then keep it going. So I don't even know who owns it. There's a situation in which they're talking about women's intuition, and I want to play part of that clip, and then I'm gonna come back.
So now we're moving right along to a segment called Panel Pull Out. Pull out. I see what we did there. So each host will pull something from the internet or socials that they would like to address with that specific host. Sounds a little messy. We're gonna start with Pearl.
Sounds so messy.
We're gonna start with Pearl.
I'm first?
Yes. I mean, at first, yeah.
Okay, so I saw something that you retweeted, Brittany. And it was something about, and it was something about female intuition.
Okay.
And I just don't think female intuition exists. I think female intuition is terrible.
I think it's terrible in what way?
We make terrible choices as women. So people will always say, "Oh, my female intuition, I knew because of my female intuition." And yeah, I don't think it's really a thing.
Well, intuition, just simply put, is heightened awareness. And so it stems from when women were at home with children and had to be tuned into what was going on. So intuition doesn't just stop at children, it's across the board. So if you aren't tuned into your intuition, that's a you thing.
No. I just look at the choices we make,
We or you?
We as women.
What kind of choices do you make?
What
kind of choices do you make?
Okay, what kind of choices do you make, Brittany?
But you're the one who's, we're talking, you're saying that females don't make good choices,
so we own the majority. I have no debt, right? But women in general.
That's because you're from a rich family, girl. Congratulations, girl. You're from a rich family, so what are you talking about? You have no debt, girl.
Women in general have a
congratulations. You don't get fish don't get applauded for swimming.
I'm lucky. That's why I said I'm lucky.
Okay, so for you, so why lead with that? So why lead with that?
You asked for an example, and I'm going to give it to you. Do you want me to start?
Girl, okay. Let me tell you what
let's talk about
what we're not gonna do, because you have a history of doing this. Because I'm familiar with you. Okay. Girl, what you like to do is you like to say these really stupid comments, right? And then so what you do, then you sit back, and then you're like, you think you're so smart. You have this smug ass look on your face, and then you're waiting for someone to give you that emotional, passionate response. So then you can sit there and be super dismissive and really kind of just gaslight. And I don't know, as a female,
gaslight.
Yeah. Do you know what that word means?
You guys use it for everything.
You guys.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know what's funny about using you guys is seriously, it kind of feels like the only thing that is actually feminine about you is that you have a vagina. Okay. Because I feel like there's a man on the panel.
Okay, and what's feminine about you, Brittany?
Everything is feminine about me.
Oh, come on. I'm not trying to go personal here. So I don't know why you're trying to make this personal.
No, you made it personal when you led with, hey, I don't have any debt. As if that's a flex because your parents have money.
You asked
What have you actually earned for yourself?
Brittany, you asked me. I'm saying in general, women own the majority of debt. We don't make great choices. Girl. If you look at who we pick, let's look at romantic decisions. Women don't make very good romantic decisions in general.
There's a point that needs to be made, though, and that's the fact that what I heard Brittany say earlier was she's talking about people who have there's a deep heightened intuition. And I think where the conversation is splitting is the fact that you're actually talking about people who don't have that, who have it turned off, who are disconnected
Like her.
from their intuition, who don't make poor decisions. We make poor decisions. Like when we actually go down to the root of why it is that we make these poor decisions, there's layers and layers and layers and layers to it. And more of it is going to come from just like the science and backing that you kind of put into collective bundles that ultimately just come from who? The white man that you were raised by. So when it comes,
That's the reason that she doesn't have any debt.
I'm just saying, so there's a certain
you
level
asked-
of understanding that's
you
not there.
asked for
So that's not you making a decision. That's you being born into white privilege, and we need you to acknowledge that. So that's not a decision that you made. That is the way you came into this. And honestly, girl, you're a family of like 9 or 10. Like all that's how your dad set you up. So there are things that you genuinely did not have to experience.
Right.
You don't know. You get to sit there again. So you don't even have to make any decisions. You're the same person. You are the same person that the last time I saw you accidentally shut the up. Shut the up when I'm talking. And you get to go. You're the same person who accidentally spent $50,000 and your dad was able to pay it off on your credit card. Yes, you did when you spent.
I didn't actually
You're the one who said an accident. I spent over my limit. That's what you said. That's what you said. So again, an unreal. That's what you said. That's what you said. The last time that I saw you. Yeah. So again, we're going back to you. Your girl. What this? This one thing comes out of your mouth. You literally just say whatever.
Why are you getting so mad over?
Because honestly, you're delusional.
Brittany.
Don't Brittany. Go ahead.
Brittany,
I do think there's one thing. I think that we have to say.
If you're gonna yell at me, I'm not gonna do the show. Like you don't have to. You don't have to scream at me. That's so disrespectful. You know, I'm not here to get like that's like you don't have to be rude. I don't.
So as you can see, this thing got ridiculously out of hand, all right? And again, I'm not sure if this is not staged. It could be staged. I'm not sure if it is staged, but let's say, for example, it is not staged. The first thing I want to talk about is Brittany Renner and her lack of emotional intelligence. The thing that I noticed that was quite obvious was that Just Pearly thing, and this is me not being biased or anything, she gave an opinion on the subject at hand, okay? Gave an opinion on the subject at hand. Then Brittany Renner started to deviate in, coming with the ad hominem attacks, okay? Instead of keeping it on the subject. So Just Pearly things was pandering to, her male audience and saying, well, when we don't have any intuition, we make so many mistakes. And then Brittany Renner was like, well, you need to speak for yourself. Instead of just keeping it about the subject and arguing about the subject, it became personal. Then Just Pearly Things makes a mistake and indulges with Brittany Renner in an emotional attack. Now, this is why it is so difficult to have conversations with people like Brittany Renner. There are tons of people like this in the Black community, in the Black American community, just worldwide, right? Black community, where you have women, and you're trying to engage them in a certain level of a conversation. It never goes anywhere because of personal attacks. And what you find yourself doing is, wait, let's get back to the particular subject and not make this about me. This is about a topic. And usually that will work. But unfortunately, when you have a show designed to become an explosion, this is what happens. So then Pearly starts attacking Brittany Renner and vice versa, and you saw she got up and left. But the reality is that look how the mighty have fallen, all right? And I want to talk about this because when you look at the missed opportunity that Just Pearly Things had, she wouldn't have to do this if she didn't get demonetized. It wouldn't have never happened, okay? If Just Pearly Things would have done what she was supposed to do as a young lady and not go the sneako route, and to be honest, she had a lot more room for error because she's a woman, she's a white woman, and she got multiple chances, but she blew it. Now you're in the dumps with Brittany Renner on a show when you were having Brittany Renner on your show. And I just want to talk to guys because remember, man, there's a lot of opportunities out there, but we are facing this threat of AI. So we don't know How it's going to impact our ability to work, how it's going to impact our ability to earn, we don't know. I've seen several people saying that, hey, AI is helping me so much, I'm cutting down on the business and things like that. Men, take the opportunity to run your businesses correctly, okay? Take the opportunity to, when you get an opportunity to do something in life, don't mess it up. Don't be out there as a loser, because you never know what opportunities are going to come back in your life. You just don't know. Life is short. And you don't want to be somebody like Just Purdy Things that blew $1 million opportunity all because you got beside yourself. And I see that with so many folks, and now you see her true value. She's not earning anything really as a creator anymore. Times are hard. Her whole staff got dumped, all because she just couldn't keep her mouth shut and keep her mouth off people. Lose the whole thing because, you know, and because you want to be seen and heard for making stupid comments, and then now you're broke. Now you're arguing with Brittany Renner. That should have been so beneath her, based on how active her platform was. It was at a point that Just Purdy Things was doing so well. All the YouTubers were trying to recopy her style. Now, she wasn't getting a whole lot of views like per video, but she was putting out a whole lot of content, and she was operating the business day to day fairly well. To be honest, she had figured out how to maintain the platform. She had the right guests. You know, she was operating the day-to-day operations of a social media enterprise very well. But get beside yourself, say stupid things like this, you're broke now. The whole staff that she had, gone. Looking fresh and fit. So men, don't let this be you. And if it can happen to her, it'll happen to you, okay? Happens to you. And with nowhere else to go to. She's not talented like Candace Owens, guys. Like, you know, Candace Owens is a talented speaker, has her own thoughts, at least now to the point. They tried to make, you know, Just Purdy Things into like a Candace Owens type of person, and Just Purdy Things doesn't have the talent. She doesn't have the pull. She doesn't have the personality. And the conservative right didn't have any time for her. She got her like anti-Negro wake-up call. Okay. Why isn't she on a podcast for the right? Why isn't she on a podcast on Fox News? Why? Because nobody wanted to deal with her. All of that grifting and kissing butt for nothing. It's hilarious to me. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.